We have some palpating to do now, so stay tuned for that. And we have 20 does that were bred 2 weeks ago and due for palpate today.
20 practice for me.
Right, today is exactly day 14, so we're gonna see the difference. The last time we tried day 12,
Day 12, yeah.
so we're gonna do it at day 14 today, and we're gonna see how it feels.
So guys, if you did not watch that palpating video, links will be left in the description and in the cards above, so you can go take a look at it.
But let's try again.
Are you serious?
Try again. Using the wrong hand. Use your left hand. Bring your left hand. Oh yeah. Right. Your hand is with your hand. You see this. Coming in like this and come up like this. So you're feeling this way. This is what you're feeling. You're trying to walk this way so that you can actually squeeze the two tubes together and feel them passing through your hand, and you will feel the lumps. Alright? So you're coming in, you're coming up like this. Like you're coming half a Maggie then. Not the full Maggie. You understand?
Half a Maggie.
Half a Maggie. Let me do it again. So that was 211.
1 eternity later.
They're real small.
Yeah, they're kind of small, but they did. They're not as big as I expected them to be, but they did.
3.
So I felt 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I feel like at least 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Let me go first. So don't worry, I won't give away the answer. Let me see. Okay.
I don't like this kind of test at all. I don't like it. All right.
In, up.
Ooh, yes. That's a good. 2, 3. Yes, she's pregnant.
Yes. You're quite correct. She's actually pregnant. And as soon as I touched her, I detected it. I just pretended for the camera, you know.
Yeah,
you know.
to not make it look bad.
Yeah.
I appreciate
I
that.
felt at least 4, you know, so she is positive. Alright, you go first this time. Make sure I get to a good one. What say you?
I can't give away the answer.
No, but we have to know what you think. Is she pregnant?
I will tell them.
I have eyes here in my head. I saw that. Right. Easy. I'm not feeling anything in that.
You're lying.
No, I'm serious.
Serious?
Serious.
Nah, man.
From this side. Hold on. Nah, try not to do. What you
So
feel?
what I was feeling
I
then?
don't know.
Scrap that.
Right. So this was actually negative, but that's not to say that you don't know what you're doing. Palpating is a art. It takes time to develop. So you will get a few false positives from time to time. Well, not me, you know, but you know, no, but that's only because I've been doing this for so many years, and I've literally palpated thousands of rabbits. So I've gotten to the point where almost immediately I could tell whether they're pregnant or not.
Like you could watch a rabbit and see.
Right? But that don't give up at all. The only way you're going to become proficient at palpating is to do it a lot. You just have to keep doing it. Right. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
I'm going first.
Okay. Carry on. Let me help you.
That seems like a banana. I'm second guessing myself now.
Most times, if I take more than a couple seconds to do it, it's because they're not positive, and I'm just trying to make sure. Because sometimes if it's a really small litter, like you only have one, you could miss it. Oh yeah, but she's actually pregnant. Yeah, they're three, but they're a little small. 1, 2, 3 that I felt. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Alright, I will try.
Let's go.
I'll try it. Inside.
Up. To get in there, you get that upward action, and you feel along the face. I actually didn't feel anything on that one try there either, so I'm gonna agree with you that she is not pregnant.
That's actually a bit of a relief. Imagine you wanting a rabbit to not be pregnant just so you could get it test right.
Right? We usually aim for around 85% conception. Anything close to that, I'll take that any day over not being able to palpate and just wishing and hoping.
A few moments later.
You see, when this last second, so that means you felt something first time. Oh Lord, eh?
Try again. So now you have to go higher up. Go deep. Sometimes they lay way up inside rather than
Ooh! Ooh! I only
see?
feel one though.
It's that aha moment. You know? Yeah, and that is what builds your confidence the more you do it. The more you do it, you get, oh yes.
Oh, that's
yes.
two. I feel two.
Right. So with all those, it's not going to be the same. Some does, when they're pregnant, it lays very low down on the stomach. So from the time you feel the stomach area, you actually feel them. Others, it lays way more up here, more closer up into the hip region. So sometimes you really have to get up in there, you know, to feel it. You're not hurting the rabbit. You just gently moving your hands as deep as you can go and feel it, because sometimes they lay a lot higher up and you'll feel lower down and you'll miss them and you'll say no. And you need to get in there. That's why I try to use the entire length of my fingers. So no matter how high or low they are, you're going to feel them once you go along the field. You're going to feel them. Okay?
Hey, I can do that little dance now, Sean. I'm feeling
Positive?
Good. Positive. I'm feeling good.
You're feeling good. You're feeling more confident. You know, with your palpating.
That's a little boost. That was a little boost.
That is what we're aiming for, right? Well, we're actually aiming for perfection, but we get in there.
Practice,
Right?
practice.
Practice makes perfect.
Okay, so that was a session. We did some palpating, and I have to admit, I've never palpated so many rabbits all at once. My stock is a lot smaller compared to Sean's. We did 19 or 20 palpations today. My thumb, this hand that my instrument of palpation is a bit tense at the moment. I must admit, it is most definitely a learning process. There were some instances where I got negative, Sean felt it, and he got a positive, so I knew I had to go and do it again. But I must admit, when I felt those embryos inside of the dough, I was dancing. But there were moments I was dancing, and it gave a serious confidence boost that yes, I felt something. I know she's pregnant. Sean confirmed it. It is most definitely a confidence boost. On the flip side of that, however, there were instances where I did not feel anything. And Sean went in 2 seconds, he was able to say, yes, they are kids, try again. There was one though in particular, it took, that's about what, 5 minutes, Tracy? It took me about 5 minutes palpating and squeezing and feeling around this door before I actually felt the kids. Sean went in a couple of times behind me and say, it there, try again. It literally took about 5 minutes and so many. My hand is not used to palpating so many doors at once, or at least trying to palpate at once. And they were in the earlies where I went in and I tried feeling for the kids and I felt nothing. And Sean said it did deflate my confidence. I'm being very honest. It burst my bubble a bit. My confidence was deflated, but there were a few times I went in and I say, yes, I feel it. Sean went in, yeah. It was an instant boost. And there were instances where you don't ever get 100% conception rate. So there were instances where I was like, Sean, I'm not feeling anything. But I'm second guessing it because I know I'm not as experienced in palpating. And I know there were instances where I said I felt nothing, but the kids were there. So there were instances where I was a bit hesitant to say no, and I'm staying a little longer than I needed to, just to maybe that it's there and I'm not feeling it. So I'm second guessing my decision, and there were numerous instances where I went in and felt nothing, and Sean said there isn't anything. I have to agree with you, there aren't any kids. And so it was like, oh, okay, I didn't need to second guess myself that instant, but it most definitely is learning and practicing before I could get it right. I don't have Sean's experience to back it up. I'm new to the process, but I will get there. I will most definitely get there. And I'm saying all of this to let you all know it is a process. Keep practicing. You will eventually get it.
Alright, so tell me how you feel now having palpated all those rabbits. How confident are you in your ability?
I'm still not 100%.
Still not 100%.
There were definitely moments of deflation.
Yeah.
And then some moments of inflation.
Yeah. But more good than bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I had to rate your performance, I would say I'll give you like a 7 out of 10.
That's better than I was giving myself.
Right? No, because your technique is good. You got the majority right that you did. There were a few that you got wrong. However, that is all part of the learning process.
Yeah.
Right? Because I got a lot of them wrong when I just started doing it. And when we started doing it here, there was nobody to show us how to do it.
Right, so that means you were getting it wrong and you had to learn the hard way.
We literally learned by failure.
Right, okay.
Right? There was no one to mentor us and show us what to do. This was just a concept that I had read. There was no YouTube at the time. Okay? So there were no videos to look at or anything like that. It was a literal text that I read on the internet from a university where someone had published a paper on palpation, and just trying to envision in my mind what they were explaining on the paper. We started trying it, and over the years we developed it and got a little better.
So how long would you say it took you before you could say that you mastered it?
Back then I would have to say probably a couple years, at least about 2 years. But it's a lot easier now.
Yeah, because we have
it's a lot easier now. We have YouTube, we have so many videos out there, and then you have practical experience because you could learn from somebody like me and Sean who have been doing it for years, so we could physically show you how to do it. Yeah. Plus we're right there to reinforce whether you're correct or not, so you don't have to wonder about it. So I mean,
is good.
learning it now would be a lot easier.
Thing is, right, I more than likely would not have been able to get 29 dose bread for me because I don't have 29 dose yet.
Oh, okay, well that's something to consider as well.